Good evening and welcome to Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island for tonight's squad meet between your Mount Hope High School Huskies and the Burrillville Broncos, Coleman Tigers, and Narragansett Mariners. My name is Jeremy Abreu and I'll be taking you through the festivities tonight for the live streaming here. You're getting a live look right now at the Mount Hope team as they warm up in the pool. I see we already have some viewers on the stream, so I would kindly ask if you can hear me and the audio is good, can someone please chime in on the live chat to let me know about, to make sure that everything is okay. That would be very helpful. See, we have 5 folks on right now. Once again, if you could go into the live chat and just let me know that you can hear me okay and that the video is coming through perfect. I'm getting all systems go on my end. Just want to make sure everything is okay for the audience out there. So your Mount Hope High School swim team is led by Adam Dutra, who's in his 3rd year, and Casey Carr in her 10th year with the program here. On the boys' side, we have Brandon Nelson, Liam Wright, Luke Prazak, Aiden Panza, Nick Marsilli, Ryan Petullo, Jacob Perry, and Ben Harley. And I see Tomas Prazak checking in, hearing you fine, thank you. And I am sorry if I pronounced your last name wrong here. I'm doing my best here. On the girls' side, you have Alyssa Wheeler, Hope Taiska, Eva White, Allison Devine, Laura Deal, Dana Cobry, Isabel Carrera, Serena Souza, Annie Krzwicki, and Hope Taiska. I have her mentioned down here twice. So it's been an interesting year in the Rhode Island Interscholastic League with winter sports just getting the go-ahead as Rhode Island has entered phase 3 earlier this week. So on January 19th is the first date that teams could compete here, and your Mount Hope Huskies taking no time to get right into it with their first meet here. I'm going to run through the events that you're going to see tonight, starting with the girls' events. The 200 medley relay will be Alyssa Wheeler, Hope Taiska, Eva White, and Allison Devine. The 200 free will feature Laura Deal and Dana Cobry. The 200 IM will feature Ava White and Isabel Carrera. The 50 free will feature Allison Devine and Serena Souza. The 100 fly will feature Dana Cobry and Eva White. The 100 free will have Alyssa Wheeler, Annie Krzwicki, and Serena Souza. The 500 free will have Hope Taiska and Laura Deal. The 200 free relay will have Anna Krzwicki, Allison Devine, Dana Cobry, and Isabel Carrera. The 100 back will have Allison Wheeler and Annie Krzwicki. The 100 breast will have Hope Taiska and Isabel Carrera. And your last event of the night will be the 400 free relay featuring Dana Cobry, Alyssa Wheeler, Isabel Carrera, and Ava White in one relay, and Anna Krzwicki, Laura Deal, Allison Devine, and Hope Taiska in the second relay. Once again, if you're just joining the broadcast, welcome to Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island for tonight's squad meet between your Mount Hope Huskies and the Burrillville Broncos, Coleman Tigers, and Narragansett Mariners. Now let me run through for you the roster of events for the boys tonight. In the 200 medley relay will be Brandon Nelson, Liam Wright, Luke Prazak, Aiden Panza. The 200 free will feature Nick Marsilli, Liam Wright, and Ben Harley. The 200 IM will have Brandon Nelson. In the 50 free, you will have Ryan Petullo, Nick Marsilli, and Aiden Panza. In the 100 fly, you will have Luke Prazak. The 100 free will feature Ryan Patullo and Jacob Perry. The 500 free will feature Liam Wright. The 200 free relay will feature Aiden Panza, Nick Marsili, Ryan Patullo, and Jacob Perry. The 100 back will have Jacob Perry and Brandon Nelson. The 100 breast will have Luke Brozak. And rounding out the competition for the boys tonight will be the 400 free relay. We will have 2 entries. The first one will feature Nick Marsili, Liam Wright, Ryan Patullo, and Jacob Perry. The second will feature Brandon Nelson, Ben Harley, Aiden Panza, and Luke Brozak. Once again, you'll see that the swimmers from Mount Hope are going through their warm-ups, doing their starts, led by Coach Adam Dutra and Casey Carr. And again, folks, it has been a very interesting year, not only from an athletic perspective, but especially with the Interscholastic League finally giving the go-ahead for winter sports competition to begin on January 19th. This facility at Pod Swimming in East Providence has been open during this pandemic for about 100 hours a week of late to accommodate all of the different schools and club teams that are using the facility for their practicing, because pools are in such short supply right now. The owner, Susan Pascal, has done a wonderful job along with her staff in keeping the pool very clean, and more importantly, keeping all of the swimmers and patrons that do come in the building, of which there are not many, very safe. Everybody is wearing a mask whenever they are inside the building. The only time the swimmers will not have a mask on is when they are doing their races. So I see we have 12 people on. We're probably going to have more continuing to jump on. I'd love to hear who is out there. So if you can jump into the live stream, tell me who you are, tell me who you're rooting for. I'll be happy to give you and your swimmer a shout out during the event. I am a one-man show here, so I'll be doing the color commentary, the play-by-play, and operating the camera throughout the process here tonight. As you're looking at the pool, lane 1 is the furthest from the camera, and lane 6 is the closest to the camera here. As we continue to watch Mount Hope go through their warm-ups here right now here at Pod Swimming in East Providence. So we're going to use this moment to take a quick break from the action. I'll leave you with the warm-ups that are still being done by Mount Hope right now. We should be ready to go probably within the next 10 or 15 minutes here. We do have our officials in place. It looks like we have a couple of volunteer parent timers, which we really appreciate. So thank you to the parent timers out there as well. Once again, Pod Swimming East Providence. I'll be right back in about 30 seconds. Okay, so back here at Pod Swimming, I see Patty is chiming in. So Patty, here's what I'm going to do. You're not going to be able to see the entire pool at once, but as we move along with the events, as you'll see right now, I will pan the camera along so we can clearly see both ends of the pool here during the competition. So it's a very tricky thing to try. If you've ever been into Pod Swimming along the long sides of the pool, there's not a lot of space, right? So in order to capture a vantage point of the whole pool at once in the shot, just a static shot, you would need to be probably about 10 or 15 feet further back from the position I'm in now, and a little bit of a higher vantage point. So once again, my name is Jeremy Abreu. I will be your host here tonight with the broadcast from Pod Swimming. I do have a little bit of a connection to Bristol, Rhode Island. I'm a 1999 graduate of Roger Williams University, so spent a lot of time in the great Bristol, Rhode Island, and like to go back there very often right now as I live in Seekonk. I have two daughters who are both involved in swimming themselves. My oldest daughter, Addison, is a freshman swimmer at Seekonk High School and for the Gators Club swim team based out of Seekonk, Mass. And my youngest daughter, Avery, who is 9, is also a Gator swimmer. So there's a little bit of a repeat on the introduction here. Looks like everybody has exited the pool here. The officials seem to be ready. I don't know. I will do my best to tell you. Okay, Coach Adam Dutra is over here giving some instructions to his swimmers here, and Casey Carr is down at the other end with the ladies here, and thank you. I do not need any assistance. I really do appreciate that. I like to say I'm a pro in doing this. I have a background in technology, so I started to do the live streaming for my daughter's club team when the pandemic hit, and they were having, swim meets just amongst themselves, but no parents were allowed in the building. So I really wanted a way for parents to be able to see their children compete, and I know how difficult it is to not be able to see your kids compete. So I started doing the live streaming for my daughter's club team. We have a relationship with Susan and her family at Pods here, and Pods is used by both Mount Hope High School and Wheeler School as well. So we got Bill Nelson chiming in. Go Brandon, proud dad moment. Yes, sir. This is going to be a good night here of swimming. The kids are lined up down near the shallow end right now, taking some instruction by their coaches. So I'll swing you down to that end here. As you can see, this is a beautiful facility here at Pod Swimming. For those of you who do not know, Pod Swimming is owned by Susan Pascal and her sister Jamie as her right-hand person, so to speak. And this facility has been open, I believe, for about 2 years now, maybe 3 years. Pod Swimming itself has been operational, teaching children how to swim in the Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts area for many, many years now. And what they used to do is rent pool time at different facilities throughout the state of Rhode Island and a little in Massachusetts. And they have really opened a state-of-the-art facility here. So you can see this is what we would call the competition pool here at Pods. And on the other side of the building, there is a teaching pool. So that's really a pool that's used for the really younger kids. I believe it's kept at like 80 or 85 degrees, right? So it's very warm and comfortable for those little kids that are getting lessons within the pool. And again, very clean, very safe facility. Once again, everybody wearing masks within the building. As you can see, the officials right now right now, it looks like they're testing their equipment, making sure that everything is good and they're ready to go. So I've heard from Tom, Patty, I've heard from Bill. Who else is out there? I see we have 16 folks out there on the live stream. Don't be shy. I'd love to hear from you, see who's out there paying attention, watching your son, daughter, grandson, granddaughter, niece, nephew, whatever it may be. Huskies doing their pre-game chant here. Most of the Husky boys have a black and purple competition suits, while The ladies are adorned in a grayish charcoal colored suit with really a bunch of different caps. No one uniform cap on this crew here from Mount Hope. So as we approach the 8 o'clock hour, I believe we're almost ready to go here. Once again, we have 2 parent timers. If anybody can see those parent timers at the end of the pool here, I'd love for you to give me their name in the live chat. Would love to recognize them for their help with this. As you know from being a swim parent, it's a lot of time, a lot of commitment, and it's a lot of time commitment for the parents as well with volunteering at swim meets as well. So it looks like the 200 medley relay is going to be the first. Okay, so it looks like the 200 medley relay is going to be the first event. The girls will be in lane 2. We'll feature Alyssa Wheeler, Hope Tyska, Eva White, and Allison Devine. I know right now the officials are working. We are ready to go here at Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island. And here we go, folks. We are off here in the water here for the 200 medley relay on the girls' side here. Leading off and doing the backstroke is Alyssa Wheeler from Mount Hope. And again, a very interesting year for swimmers. It's very difficult to compete without competition. And this is what this group of young ladies and gentlemen are forced to do this year. But they're going to make the best of it. As Wheeler touches the wall, you have Hope Tyska in the water here. She'll be swimming the breaststroke portion of the event here tonight at beautiful Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island. Here, her teammates cheering her on. She'll touch the wall. She'll come back for her final 50. And okay, folks, hold on one second. We're having a little technical difficulty. I don't know what just happened here. Bear with me for a second as Eva White is in the water here swimming the butterfly. Okay, folks, please continue to bear with me here. Yes, I see that we lost the video. Working to get us back up and running here. I apologize. Allison Devine is in the water. Okay, let's see. Okay, and I do apologize. I think we are back. We are back up. I will ask you in the chat to tell me if you can see the video again. It looks like my camera overheated for a minute here. I'll tell you, Murphy's Law, when something can go wrong, it will. I would ask anybody on the live chat if you can tell me if we have video again. I think we do. Back up. Okay, we're back up. We're back up and running. We're sorry about that. This is going to be the next event is the boys 200 medley relay featuring in lane 2 Brandon Nelson, Liam Reich, Luke Prozac and Aiden Panza. This is the 200 medley relay. And they're off, and if my sheet is correct, that is Brandon Nelson in the pool, leading off with the backstroke here. As you can imagine, folks, when you're doing live video and your camera gets too hot, it's a disaster. And I can tell you I am sweating pretty profusely right now because that is the worst case scenario here. But we are back up and running. Brandon Nelson's in the pool. He's doing the first leg of the 200 medley relay backstroke here. Looks like Liam Reich is ready to jump in. He's going to be second. He's doing the breaststroke here. We do have the Mount Hope High School photographer here also taking pictures of the swimmers here tonight, probably for website, school publications, and the yearbook. As Liam touches the wall, he's going to make the turn here doing the breaststroke. And what I was saying before we lost our connection a little bit there was, as an athlete, it is very difficult to compete in a pool that's empty in terms of pacing, just in terms of that adrenaline flowing. But these guys are doing a great job, and it looks like Liam's about to touch the wall. We have Lou Prozac in the pool right now. He's going to be swimming the butterfly, one of the most difficult strokes out there and very tiring. But Luke is doing a great job here. Very smooth stroke, very powerful young man. He's hit the wall and will make the turn to come back here. And rounding out this 200 medley relay is going to be Aiden Panza, who is on the blocks, and he's ready to go here. As Prozac comes in, Panza goes out, and we are in the last leg of the 200 medley relay. Aiden Panza in the water. Very smooth freestyle he has as he reaches the 25-yard mark. Good flip turn here, and he'll make the turn from home. So what is also happening, folks, after each of the events is the swimmers are given an opportunity to cool down or to warm down. As you see Panza touch the wall there, and that's going to conclude the 200 medley relay. Well, once again, I do apologize for the technical difficulties. So within the building here, especially in the competition pool, it's about 83, 84 degrees, right? So as many of you probably know, electronics and camera equipment does not like that warm temperature. So I've never had that issue with this camera where the internal temperature got too hot and it shut down. So we're back up and running. I do apologize. And now we have 22 people here. So for those of you who are just joining us, welcome to Pod Swimming for tonight's squad meet between your Mount Hope Huskies and the Burrillville Broncos, Tolman Tigers, and Narragansett Mariners, who will be swimming at separate locations, and then after the times will be compared. Okay, here we go. We're moving on to our second event, which is the 200 free. In lane 2 will be Laura Deal. In lane 4 will be Dana Colby. This is the 200 freestyle. And they're off. We had a clean start here. Both girls in the water. Looks like Dana Colby in lane 4 is out to an early lead, right? Events like the 200 and 400, the 500, really it comes down to pacing. A lot of times you'll see swimmers get out to a very early lead and they'll lose it at the end, but Colby seems to be picking up a little bit of speed as she's coming in on her first 50 here, with Deal not too far behind there in lane 2. So we'll keep an eye as things develop here. Colby continues to be in the lead here in lane 4, with Laura Deal in lane 2 here at Pod Swimming in beautiful East Providence, Rhode Island on this unseasonably mild day. I know we're in for a cold weather streak coming up this weekend, but today was a beautiful day. It's turned into a beautiful evening, as you'll see Cobry coming in, about to finish her first 100 here as she makes her flip turn. You'll see Laura Deal in lane 2. She's about to make the turn into her second 100 as well. You'll see that Cobry is maintaining a really steady pace here, which is key in any distance or quasi-distance type event as it relates to swimming, right? It's tough to get out ahead early and lose your steam at the end, but Cobry does not look like she is losing any steam at all. She's going to touch the wall in a second and have 50 more to go, with Laura Deal not too far behind her in lane 2. I'm not sure of the practice situation that Mount Hope has gone through. I don't know the pool situation there, but for a lot of these swimmers, it's probably one of the first times they're in the pool practicing, so still in early season form. As Cobry makes the turn here in lane 4, she's heading for home. She is going to take the 200 free. There is no electronic scoreboard here at Pods as of yet, and I say as of yet because I know Susan, the owner, she's probably working on that for the future, but I don't have times for you, and the heat sheet I have does not have entry times, so I'm going to go without times today. I'm sure your swimmers will get them from the timers after the event, as you see Laura Deal finishing up in lane 2, and that was a great 200 freestyle. So we're going to move on to the boys 200 free, which will feature in lane 2 Nick Marsili, in lane 4 Liam Reich, and in lane 6 Ben Harley. Once again, folks, I see we have 20 people on the live stream. I'd love to hear who you are, so if you can jump into the live chat, say hi, tell me who you're rooting for, that would be great. I'd love to keep this interactive. If you have any questions for me at all during the competition here tonight, please just put them in the live chat. I'll be happy to answer them for you here. So once again, this is the 200 free. In lane 2 will feature Nick Marsili, lane 4 Liam Reich, and in lane 6 will be Ben Harley. Looks like the officials are ready, and here we go, 200 freestyle. And we're off. We had a clean start here. Once again, lane 1 is at the top of the pool, or furthest from the camera, with lane 6 being the closest to the camera here. It looks like you're going to have Liam Reich touching the wall first. Again, this is a long race, so we'll see what happens with pacing here. Ben Harley in lane 6 not far behind, and Nick Marsili in lane 2 keeping up that pace as well. So we'll see what happens as we continue to move along here, but after the first 50, it is Liam Reich in lane 4 who is your leader, followed extremely closely by Marsili and Harley in lanes 2 and 6 respectively here. As they approach the wall for the first 75, looks like Reich still remains in the lead, but Harley picking up speed here down in lane 6. He may have taken the lead as these swimmers come in for their first 100. Harley, a very tall young man, using that reach to his advantage, and it is going to be Ben Harley who touches the wall first here after the first 100, followed by Nick Marsili in lane 2. Liam Reich has fallen a little behind here in the pacing, but he is doing a great job as well in lane 4. As you continue to watch the swimmers here in the 200 freestyle. And a little bit of a changing of the guard here. So in lane 2, Nick Marsili has jumped out ahead. Harley and Reich right behind him here. I think this is going to come down to the end here. These swimmers are going to They've hit the flags. They're going to touch the wall for their final 50. It's going to be Marcilli in lane 2, who touches first, followed by Harley in 3, and Reich in lane 4. Once again, it goes to show this comes out to pacing. Liam Reich was out to a very early strong start. Seems to have tired a little bit here, but still keeping pace and doing a great job. And it is Marcilli who touches the wall first and heads for home here in your final 25 of the 200 free. Marcilli looks to be the winner here, but the question is going to be who's going to come in second, right? We have Reich in lane 4, Harley in lane 6. As you can see, they are neck and neck. It looks like Harley is pulling away a little bit as they hit the flags here. It's anybody's race, and we're going to have a tight finish, and it is Liam Reich in lane 4 who pulls out the photo finish at the end with a great touch there. 1, 2, 3 will be Marcilli, Reich, and Harley. Great race by these three gentlemen in the 200 free. And that's going to bring us to the 200 free ladies. In lane 2 will be Laura Deal. In lane 4 will be Dana Cobry. As the ladies make their way to the starting blocks, they wear their masks right up until they get to the starting blocks. They take them off, get on the blocks, and then they're ready to swim here. Actually, okay, I want to make sure I identified these swimmers correctly, so let's see here. This is the 200 IM, I'm sorry. So this will feature in lane 2, Eva White, and in lane 4, Isabel Carrera. Swimmers are off. Clean start here. Sorry for the confusion on the event. But we're off to the 200 IM. First event, or first stroke here is the butterfly. Eva White in lane 2 is out to an early lead after her first 25 butterfly, with Isabel Carrera in lane 4, not too far behind. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever swam and have tried to do the butterfly, it is ridiculously hard. So to watch both of these swimmers do the butterfly and do a great job, it's very impressive. Swimmers have transitioned over into the backstroke. In lane 2, it's still Eva White with the lead on Isabel Carrera. Eva has touched the wall. She's finishing her final 25 in the backstroke, as has Carrera, and she will be coming home as well. White is on the wall and will transition over to the breaststroke portion of the event with a very good pullout. Well past the flags, as you watch Carrera will do the same thing and transition from backstroke over to breast. But it is Eva White who is in the lead. We are in the breaststroke portion of the medley here, as you watch Carrera and White pass each other a couple lanes away. White continues on with her lead as she hits the flags here. Coming for home, she'll finish up breaststroke here and transition into her 50 freestyle. With Carrera not far behind doing the breaststroke, she'll transition over to the freestyle as well. We're going to get you back to our leader, White, in a second after we watch Carrera make her transition. And folks, here we go. In lane 2, it's going to be Eva White who takes first place in the 200 IM here at Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island tonight, representing her Mount Hope Huskies. So great job to Eva on the finish there. Isabel Carrera is heading toward home as well, finishing up her freestyle leg of the 200 IM. So great job by both of these young ladies. This is definitely an endurance type of event, and you need to be a well-rounded swimmer to compete here. And Carrera will touch the wall, and that will conclude our ladies 200 IM. So wonderful job. By both of those swimmers there. So that's going to take us to the 200 IM on the men's side, which will feature only one swimmer, Brandon Nelson. So it looks like Brandon's dad, Bill, is out there. So Bill, your son will have the pool all to himself here in lane 2. I'm going to zoom in on the action a little bit, get you guys a little bit tighter to the action because we only have one swimmer here. Once again, this is the 200 IM. It will be Brandon Nelson in lane 2 competing here by himself. We have a clean start here. Nelson is in the water doing the butterfly. Once again, the most grueling stroke. I would challenge any of the parents out here that do not have a background in swimming, which I clearly don't, to get in the pool this summer and attempt to do the butterfly. And I will tell you that you should have your son or daughter video you trying to do the butterfly. And I will tell you, it will be an instant possible submission to America's Funniest Home Videos, because that's what happened to me this summer. I tried to do the butterfly. My daughters were challenging me, and it did not turn out too well. Very grueling stroke here. As you watch, Brandon finished up the butterfly. He's transitioned over to the backstroke here. He'll hit the wall and make the turn here. Brandon's hit the flags. He's about to hit the wall. He will transition over to the breaststroke portion of the event. Sorry about that, folks. Lost Brandon for a second in the water, but here he is. He's about halfway down the pool for his breaststroke portion of the program here in the 200 IM. I am getting slightly distracted as I see the temperature warning sporadically coming back onto my camera screen, so we're going to battle through this here, folks. If we do lose the video again for a brief time, I will keep you abreast of what's going on in the pool via play-by-play here. As you can see, Brandon's finishing up the breaststroke here. He'll make the turn. He'll begin the freestyle portion of the event. Take it home. Once again, it must be extremely difficult as a swimmer to be alone in the pool and racing. I know it's very difficult to pace, just to get that adrenaline really flowing when you're in the pool racing against no one but yourself. But Brandon has done a great job as you watch him close out the close out his freestyle portion of the 2 IM. And great job done by Brandon as his both teammates cheer him on there. I see Brandon's mom is in the house as well. Hello, Mrs. Nelson. I hope you enjoyed getting to see Brandon swim here. And we're going to move on to the 50 free, one of my favorite events here. This next heat is going to feature, from the ladies' side, Allison Devine in lane 2 and Serena Souza in lane 4. Let me get you back out of the action a little bit there. One of the fastest and most exciting events in the swimming world is the 50 free. So don't blink or you may miss some of this action here. So once again, we have Divine in lane 2, Souza in lane 4. This is the 50 free. We have a clean start here. As you can see in lane 2, it looks like Divine is out to a little bit of an early lead. We'll see if she's able to hold it. She touches the wall, makes the turn for home, followed closely by Serena Souza here in lane 4. But it's going to be Allison Divine taking first place here in the 50 free. Great swim for Allison with Serena Souza not far behind. So a very fast 50 free here, folks. It's going to lead us to the boys 50 free, which will feature in lane 2 Ryan Petullo, in lane 4 Nick Marsili, and in lane 6 Aiden Panza. So once again, folks, after the swimmers finish their race, they get to do a little bit of a cool down in the competition pool here at Pods, and that's what we're doing right now as the young men approach the starting blocks for the 50 free. Once again, in lane 2, Petullo, lane 4, Marsili, and in lane 6, Panza. They are off, and Ryan Petullo in lane 2 out to a blazing start there at the top of the screen there. Very good flip turn. He's going to hit the wall first. It looks like this is going to be a one-man race here as Petullo has exploded off the blocks. He's going to be a winner here. Looks like Aiden Panza in lane 6 as they hit the flags is going to take second, with Marsili very closely followed behind here. So we have Petullo, Panza, and Marsili in that order for the 50 free. Great event there, and that will take us to the 100 fly, which will feature in lane 2 Dana Colbury and in lane 4 Eva White. So just checking in here on the live stream, I see almost 30 people. But it looks like the Crozaks and the Nelsons are the only ones brave enough to get into the live chat. I'd love to hear from others. Who else is out there? Who else is watching the meet here tonight on this beautiful Friday night, watching their son, daughter, grandson, granddaughter swim here? Friends, family. I'd love to know who the furthest viewer we have here is. In some other swim meets, I've had viewers from literally all over the world checking in here. So if you're not in the state of Rhode Island or Massachusetts, pop into the live chat here. Tell me who you are, who you're rooting for. So this will be the 100 fly. Lane 2 will be Dana Colbury. Lane 4 will be Eva White once we get going here. Again, not knowing these swimmers, always want to make sure I identify everyone properly. Colbury and White are lined up there talking to Coach Dutra. Right now we have a little break in the action. We have a Mount Hope swimmer in lane 6 here, just doing a leisurely 50 here, maybe to warm down. Yes, I did see that. I did see Patty jumping up and down, which was the excitement and the passion that athletes have here for one another. You know, swimming is a very interesting sport, right? It's very individual, but it is also a very strong team sport as well. And not having any background in swim, my daughter now has been swimming since she's 8 years old competitively, and it's taught me a lot about the individual aspect and the mental toughness that's involved in swimming. Coach Dutra, we have the 100 fly next, right?
Correct.
Okay. So we will have the ladies 100 fly next. In lane 2, we'll have Dana Cobry. In lane 4, we will have Eva White. They are ready. They're lined up over here, just out of the viewing position right now. Looks like we're having a little bit of a break in the action here for some swimmers to do a cool down, as we have 28 people. And once again, I want to thank everyone who's taken the time out of their evening to join us tonight. We are very happy to be able to bring this broadcast to you, so you are able to see your loved one compete in what I would suspect is some of their first ever high school swim meet, perhaps. I don't have the years of the students here, but I'd venture a guess that there's probably a freshman or two here. So this could be your son or daughter's first high school swim meet, and it would be a shame to not be able to see that. So we're happy to bring that to you here tonight. I want to thank Athletic Director Christy Belisle. I've worked with Christy a little bit here, along with Susan at Pods. And we're really happy to bring this swim meet to the Mount Hope community. So for those of you who don't know, and I'm sure you all do know, Mount Hope High School has been established since 1993. I do remember this. I was a junior in high school at the time, but that's the year that the towns of Bristol and Mount Hope combined their school districts to become one, and we have now Mount Hope High School since 1993. So some pretty good tradition there. Obviously, Bristol, Rhode Island, most famously known for having the oldest Independence Day parade in the United States, one which I attend every year in beautiful Bristol, Rhode Island. And we have a new participant, folks. Let's see. We have Carly Reich here. She's down in Bristol. She's rooting for Liam. Carly, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being brave to jump into the live stream here and say hi. Liam doing a great job here tonight. So it looks like the swimmers that were doing a little bit of a warm down have completed. We are going to be ready to resume with 100 fly. Once again, in lane 2 will be Dana Cobry. In lane 4 will be Eva White. And I will say, folks, the good news, or I guess I could say potentially bad news, is you are going to have me once again a week from tonight. Mount Hope is going to have another swim meet here at Pods in the same time slot. It looks like a little bit later, 7:30 to 9:30. And then once again, I will be with you on Friday, February 5th. So like I said, that could be either good news or bad news, depending on what you think of my play-by-play and color commentary. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, I am not. Just an amateur hack here who loves sports and enjoys being able to bring a broadcast to the parents. So we have a little bit of a break in the action here. To be honest, I'm not really sure what's going on. The officials are ready. Okay, so the ladies are making their way for the 100 fly. You're going to have in lane 2 Dana Cobry, in lane 4 Eva White, as they make their way to the starting blocks here. Swimmers will lose their masks here and get ready. Once again, you're going to have Cobry in lane 2, White in lane 4. This is the 100 fly. And they're off. Clean start here in the 100 fly. Cobra in lane 2. White in lane 4. White out to an early lead. I believe it was Eva White who did the butterfly in the opening event, the 200 medley relay. But Cobra and White very tight here at the first turn. So we'll see what happens here. Eva White out to an early lead. But as you can see, Cobra is right behind her. Less than a body length separates these two swimmers here as they're coming in for the first 50. And it is going to be White who touches first, followed by Cobra, probably a second to a second and a half behind here. So let's see if Eva can keep up the pace here, or if Cobra's going to make a late run here as the swimmers approach the flags. It's going to be White who touches first and makes the turn for home. Barring some unforeseen circumstances, your winner will come out of lane 4. It will be Eva White. Dana Cobra in lane 2 will be not too far behind. We'll take you through the action here with Eva White as she touches, and then we're going to pick up Cobra in lane 2 here as they finish, and that's going to conclude the 100 fly. Your winner in lane 4, Eva White, followed by Dana Cobra in lane 2, and that's going to take us to the men's 100 fly. And we have one swimmer. Once again, folks, lane 2 will be Luke Prozak as the ladies do their warm down right now. Okay, so we got a little bit more action here. We have Trisha Quizwicki checking in. Hello, Trisha. Thank you very much for taking the time tonight. We have Donna White watching Eva, and you just got to see a great performance by Eva. She did a great job there. And we have Carly's parents from Malibu, California. Okay, I have a great Malibu, California story as we watch Luke Prozak get on the blocks for the 100 fly. So now do I only see that the Wrights have folks in Malibu and Colorado watching, as well as Cranston. So Malibu, California, a beautiful place for those of you who have been in Southern California, and home of Pepperdine University. So I have a friend who is a college basketball coach, currently the head coach at Cal, Y. King Jones. But when he started his career, he was an assistant at Pepperdine. And I spent 4 or 5 summers in a row out in beautiful Malibu, California, working the basketball camps out there by day and just enjoying the beautiful Southern California landscape by night. So love Malibu. And for your parents, I think you said it was your parents out there, the restaurant that I loved was Gladstone's. I don't know if Gladstone's is still out there, but beautiful place. As you see, Luke Prozak here in the 100 fly. He's going to hit the wall, make the turn home. His teammates are cheering him on. Again, very difficult to race with nobody else in the pool. But all of these young ladies and gentlemen are doing a great job of that here tonight. So Luke has hit the flags here. He'll be touching. That concludes the 100 fly. Great job done by Luke here. And that's going to take us into the 100 free, which will feature in lane 2, Alyssa Wheeler. In lane 3, Annie Brzezicki. And in lane 6, Serena Souza. So I know we have, I believe we have all of these parents out here. I've seen your names. So once again, Wheeler in lane 2. Brzezicki in lane 4. Souza in lane 6. This is the 100 free. Luke is finishing his cool down, or warm down, I should say, in the pool in lane 2. Ladies are just about ready. They've donned their masks. They have their caps and goggles on. Once again, Wheeler in lane 2, Brzezicki in lane 4, and Souza in lane 6. This is the 100 freestyle. And they are off. A clean start here. So it's going to be Wheeler and Krizwicki touching the wall first after the first 25 here, with Souza not too far behind here in lane 6. As they wrap up the first 50, this is going to be a tight race here, folks. It's going to be Wheeler in lane 2 who touches first, followed closely by Annie Krizwicki, with Souza in third place. We're setting up for a really fantastic finish here between Wheeler and Krizwicki. Let's see who hits the wall first. It's going to be Wheeler in lane 2. Can Krizwicki catch her here? Alyssa Wheeler with a little bit of a lead on Krizwicki, but she's making a push here, folks. As they approach the flags, it looks like Krizwicki has taken over. Let's see who's going to touch first. It's going to be Wheeler in lane 2. Barely out-touching Krizwicki in lane 4, with Serena Souza finishing in lane 6. So great race there by these young ladies in the 100 freestyle. Outstanding race right there. And that's going to bring us to the 100 freestyle on the men's side, which will feature in lane 2 Ryan Patullo, and in lane 4 Jacob Perry. The ladies will go through their cool down right now. So I see Lynn Nave is here. She's rooting for Liam from Malibu. So Lynn, you'll have to tell me, is the restaurant Gladstone's still in business? I remember it was on the water, and what they were known for is if you took anything home, they would make, they would have people that like turned the tinfoil into like all different animal shapes. And that was kind of what they were known for, as well as having hundreds of celebrities' pictures on the walls that have visited the restaurant. So I'd love to hear if that is still the case out in Malibu. And we're moving on, folks. 100 freestyle, lane 2, Ryan Patullo, lane 3, Jacob Perry here. This will be Perry's first event of the night. Patullo has swam already in the 50 free, so now he will swim in the 100 free. Swimmers are ready. It looks like the officials are going to be talking to Coach Dutra about something. And we have Christy Belisle checking in here on YouTube Live. She's live chatting for the first time. Her 10-year-old taught her how to do that. Somehow, Christy, I don't believe that you did not know how to do that, but it certainly does make for a good story. Christy, of course, is the athletic director here at Mount Hope High School. Once again, folks, 100 freestyle in lane 2, Ryan Patullo. In lane 4, Jacob Perry. So Patullo in 2, Perry in 4. Let's see how this race shakes out. The ladies 100 free was very exciting. It is going to be Patullo who touches the wall first. He has about a 2 body length lead on Jacob Perry here early on in the action here. We'll see, these things have a habit of changing very quickly. Patullo was out very quick. Let's see if Jacob Perry can make up some time here in the last 50. As Patullo hits the wall, comes for home. Perry has hit the wall. But in lane 2, it's going to be Ryan Patullo. Takes the 100 free here tonight on the men's side. He will touch first. Jacob Perry will touch second. Great race for both of these young men here. And that will take us over into the ladies' 500 free, I believe. Okay, folks. So this is going to be a long race. as a swimming broadcaster, I would say one of the most difficult things to do can be to fill time. Okay, so we have... So Liam is going to be joining this race as well. So you're going to have Liam Reich in lane 6, Hope Tyska in lane 2, and Laura Deal in lane 4. So they're combining the boys and the girls for the 500. Once again, Tyska in 2, Deal in 4, Reich in lane 6. Get you a little wider on the action here so we can see this. Now, folks, this is the 500. This is not a 30-second race. The swimmers have mounted the blocks. Oh. Officials have stood their swimmers up. They're ready. And they're off. They are off in the 500 free. And as you can imagine, as the camera operator, this is an arm workout in and of itself, rotating this camera back and forth for all of these laps. Definitely a high endurance race. You'll see at the far end of the pool, each of the swimmers have one of their teammates counting the laps for them. I have seen all too many swim meets where a swimmer has miscalculated their laps and they have stopped maybe 1 or even 2 laps too early. And unfortunately, it has played into the final outcome of the race here. So you're going to see Hope Tyska, and I hope I'm pronouncing the last names and all the names here correctly. Tyska in lane 2. She's going to be a leader. Laura Deal is in lane 4. Liam Reich is in lane 6 here. So it's going to be Tyska touching first, Reich behind, and Deal right behind and very close to her as well here in the 500 freestyle from pod swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island. And I see Lynn has checked in that, yes, I figured it would be closed due to the pandemic, but it's good to hear that Gladstone's out in beautiful Malibu is still open in operation. Good to hear. And once again, thank you for taking the time to join us all the way from Malibu. We have folks from Colorado Springs, as well as folks from all around. And Liam Reich lost his goggles there for a second. Since this is the freestyle, he is allowed to break his stroke and to put his goggles back on. There is no hand raised by the official here. So Reich continues along here in lane 6. But your leader, as she is on her 7th lap, is going to be Hope Tyska in lane 2. She's built about a 3 or 4 second lead, maybe a little bit more, on Laura Deal in lane 4 in the middle here of the pool, as you see Deal and Reich. As they pass along, we're going to take it back to Hope Tyska. She's in lane 2. She has built a pretty commanding lead in the 500 free, and again, it really comes down to endurance here. Endurance and pace. You certainly don't want to get out too fast and not have enough at the end of the race. Conversely, you don't want to get to the last 2 or 3 laps and have a ton of energy left in the tank. So it's a delicate balance for the 500 free, and Hope Tyska in lane 2 seems to be holding very well with a solid pace here in this 500 freestyle tonight at Pods. Going to give you some action of Laura Deal and Liam Reich here, lanes 4 and lane 6. So they do their flip turns and hit the wall here. Again, it's going to be Hope Taiska in lane 2, barring some unforeseen circumstance. Hope is going to run away with this one. She's had the lead since the very beginning of the race. She's maintained a very steady and strong pace here. And really, folks, in lane 4 and 6, this is where the race is between Deal and Reich. I'm going to bring you back to the action here. Liam has built a little bit of a lead on Laura, but they have been neck and neck throughout the race here. So while Taiska deserves the accolades here for running away with this, this is going to be the very competitive race here between Reich in lane 6 and Laura Deal in lane 4. Let's see what happens here. Reich continues to have about a half a second lead on Deal, who is swimming out of lane 4. Taiska maintains her strong, steady pace in lane 2. And as you can see, Deal is holding her own. She is about a half a body length behind Reich here, as they touch the wall. This is typically around lap 15 where you'll see that lactic acid build up with the swimmers. Right? That lactic acid starts to build up. You'll see the strokes become a little slower, a little more lethargic, especially not knowing how much training these swimmers have been able to do based on the pandemic. But I'll tell you, fantastic showing by Taiska, Deal, and Reich, all here tonight in East Providence. Taiska continues to lead. She's in lane 2. Reich is in lane 6. He's extended his lead on Laura Deal. He's ahead by about a body length. Right now, Liam had momentarily stopped. I think he thought the race was over. It is not over. That is the bell lap for Hope Taiska. So, wow, and that was, whoa, that is a long bell. We have Taiska, who has 2 more laps to go. She's going to be a winner here. Reich is maintaining second place despite stopping down at the near side of the pool for a good 2 seconds here. I think he thought the race was over. But he is holding strong here, and Laura Deal has began to make a move. She has taken a little bit of the lead here on Liam. Let's see, it's going to be Deal who touches the wall first here as they go for the final 2 laps here. Hope Taiska, your winner out of lane 2. Congratulations to Hope. The race is between Deal and Reich here in lanes 4 and 6. Let's see who touches the wall first to head for home. It looks like it's going to be Deal by about a half a second here. Can Liam catch her? Can Laura hold on? Once again, folks, Laura Deal in lane 4. Liam Reich in lane 6. This is the 500 free. This is the end. You'll see Laura Deal has a little bit of a lead. But here comes Reich. They have hit the flags. Who's it going to be? It is Deal and Reich. And it is going to be Laura Deal taking it down in lane 4. What a great performance by all 3 swimmers. Hope Taiska in lane 2, Laura Deal in lane 4, and Liam Reich in lane 6. Fantastic performance by all 3 swimmers. Good to bring you a little excitement there, folks. At the end here, Tomas has asked, yes, the stream will be available and able to be watched later.
Patricia.
It is going to be, it will be on the Pod's YouTube channel, so you will be able to rewatch it whenever you want. Your kids can watch it when they get home. For certain. Michelle Cummings checking in. Hello, Michelle. Thank you for joining us tonight. John Perry's checking in. Go, Jake. So this next event is the 200 free relay. 200 free relay here. So you're going to have Annie Krzwicki, Allison Devine, Dana Colbury, and Isabel Carrera. They're going to be swimming in a lane 2. We're going to get you a little closer to the action because they're the only ones in the pool. So we don't have to worry about getting wide here. We can bring you your swimmers up close and personal. Again, this is the 200 free relay. Krizwicki, Devine, Cobry, and Carrera. That's your order. Officials are ready. Krizwicki is on the blocks, and this is the 200 free relay. And Annie is in the water, being cheered on very loudly by her fellow Mount Hope teammates. .200 free relay, fairly quick event here. Each swimmer will do their fastest 50 here. We'll see where that paces them. As you see, Krizwicki has hit the flags, and she's going to hand it off to Devine. Allison Devine is in the pool as she begins her 50 free. All of these young athletes, very good freestyle strokes, very fast in the water here. As Devine makes it down to the far end, hits the turn, and will take it toward home. Next in the water is going to be Dana Cobry. You just saw Dana in the 100 fly. She's right back in the water here in the 200 free relay. Dana is in the water. Good pull out. There, very powerful kick from Dana Cobry there, as you can see in lane 2. Very compact flip turn there. As she's going to bring it home, and she's going to hand it off to the anchor here, Isabel Carrera. She's going to anchor this 200 free relay. Isabel is in the water. Once again, usually the adrenaline is pumping in these relays when you have a pool full of swimmers. To be doing it by yourself with no one else in the pool, not an easy task, folks. Not an easy task. But these young student athletes from Mount Hope have managed to do an excellent job tonight here, as I'm sure you can all attest to. Carrera will bring it home. That's the finish of the 200 free relay, and we will move on to the 200 free relay on the men's side, which will feature Aiden Panza, Nick Marsili, Ryan Patullo, and Jacob Perry. So Carly says, great race, the 500 is a killer, I swear. Oh, geez, Carly, yes, the 500 is a killer. I couldn't even imagine swimming a 500. And, you know, being at swim meets pretty much throughout the year, when I see these swimmers swimming, you know, not only a 500, but the 1,000 and the mile, really a testament to the conditioning of these swimmers. So once again, this will be the 200 free relay. You're gonna have Aiden Panza in lane, leading off in lane 2. Nick Marsili will follow Aiden, followed by Ryan Patullo, and Jacob Perry will anchor the 200 free relay as Aiden Panza makes his way to the blocks here. He's going to lead us off here at pod swimming, and we're really approaching the end of the program here, folks. Looking at about 60 minutes we've been on with you so far. So it looks like the boys are ready in lane 2. The officials seem to be ready. I'm not sure why there's a delay here. Let's see. This is like a standoff with both officials just looking at each other. Okay, here we go. This will be your 200 free relay. Leading off for the Mount Hope Huskies will be Aiden Panza. Here we go. Panza's in the water in lane 2. He's going to lead it off for us here. Hands a very strong pull to his freestyle. He's going to hand it off to Nick Marsili. Let's see the transition here. Good. Oh, Marsili with a little bit of a rough entry into the water, but he's off. He's flying here in his first 25 of his 50 free leg. For the boys here, you'll see the ladies down at the far end cheering their teammates on. As you see Marsili coming in, he's going to hand off to Ryan Patullo. Let's see how Patullo enters the water. And we have a clean entry here. Ryan Patullo in the water now, swimming his 50 leg of the 200 free relay. Ryan has a very fast, powerful stroke here. As Ryan makes the turn, he heads towards the flags. He's going to hand it off to Jacob Perry, who's going to anchor this 200 free relay here tonight from Mount Hope. Perry has entered the water. Good, strong pull out there. Once again, I don't have times or splits for you, as Pods does not have a scoreboard with the times, but I'm sure at some point, this will be something that is added to Pods as this pool has been increasingly used for competition. And there you have it, folks, the 200 free relay. Jacob Perry closed it out here. Very good job by Jacob. And we're going to move on to the 100 back. So this will feature in lane 2, Alyssa Wheeler, and in lane 4, Annie Krizwicki. So lane 2, Wheeler, lane 4, Krizwicki here in the 100 back. Moving along very nicely in the program here tonight as the 200 free relay final swimmer makes his way down the pool. In a warm down, the ladies have lined up and they are ready to go here tonight. Look at this, we're still holding strong with 28 viewers. So this is fantastic. Once again, thank you to all the parents and friends who have joined us tonight from near and far. This is the 100 back. Lane 2, Wheeler. Lane 4, Krizwicki. So it's going to be Wheeler in lane 2, touching first after the first 25, followed fairly closely by Annie Krizwicki in lane 4. Both swimmers have a very nice backstroke. Wheeler, after the first 50, has built about a 3 or 4 second lead here on Krizwicki. As we bring you some individual action here of Wheeler in lane 2, we'll transition over to Krizwicki here in lane 4 right now. So you can see at the top of the screen, Wheeler has touched. She'll make her way home here in the 100 back as Krizwicki touches and makes her turn as well. But ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have your winner. If the 100 back come from lane 2, it will be Alyssa Wheeler, followed in lane 4 by Anna Krizwicki. So great job by both of these young ladies in the 100 back here for Mont High School tonight. They will do a cool down, and you will have the men's 100 back next with Jacob Perry in lane 2 and Brandon Nelson in lane 4. So once again, Perry in lane 2, Nelson in lane 4. As Wheeler and Krizwicki do their cool down laps in the pool right now. So once again, folks, thank you to all of the, like I said, we do have a few volunteer timers behind the blocks here. We'd like to thank the officials from the Rhode Island Interscholastic League for their assistance tonight, and also to the Mount Hope athletic staff, as well as Susan Pascal, the owner of Pods Swimming here in East Providence, Rhode Island. So once again, folks, this will be the 100 back. Lane 2 will be Jacob Perry. Lane 3 will be Brandon Nelson. Swimmers have entered the water. The officials seem to be ready to go. This is the 100 back. And they're off. So Perry in 2, Nelson in 4. Clean start. This is going to be a very close race, folks. I can already see it building up here. Perry's going to touch the wall first, slightly ahead of Nelson, and has built a little bit of a lead. So after the first 50, it's going to be Jacob Perry, your leader, followed by Brandon Nelson. In second, you can see there's about a 2 body length lead that Perry has opened up. Both swimmers doing a great job with the backstroke, and this is typically the portion of the event where those quads stop burning from the kicking. The constant kicking as a backstroker will certainly wear out your legs very quickly. But as you can see, it's not stopping Jacob Perry. He's in lane 2, going to be your winner here tonight in the 100 back. He will be followed in lane 4 by Brandon Nelson. A great race all the way around. And folks, this is going to bring us to our last 2 events of the night. So this is the 100 breast. We're going to combine the men and the women. So in lane 2 will be Hope Taiska. In lane 4 will be Isabel Carrera. And in lane 6 will be Luke Krozak. So we are combining the boys and girls 100 breast here. Of course, Taiska coming off her victory in the 500 free just about 10 minutes ago. So a quick turnaround for these swimmers. Swimmers are typically used to getting a much longer warm down after they race because of time constraints and the facility here. They get 1 lap to warm down, so not really a lot here as far as warming down. So again, Krozak will be in lane 6 here. So Taiska in 4, Taiska in 2, Carrera in 4, Krozak in lane 6. This is the 100 breast. And they are in the water. Let's see if Hope Taiska at the top of your screen in lane 2 can have a 2-peat here. She was the winner of the 500 free. Let's see. She will touch the wall first after the first 25 and be a leader here in the 100 breast, followed closely by Carrera in lane 4 and Krozak in lane 6. Taiska is your leader after the first 50. So she's holding a pretty comfortable lead on Carrera right now, who is in lane 4. And Krozak, who is in lane 6. We have combined the men's and women's 100 breast heats tonight. Save a little bit of time, and it's going to be Hope Taiska. She touches the wall first. She heads home. A very strong night for Taiska out of lane 2. She's going to be a winner here in the 100 breast. We're going to show you her finish. She's going to be followed by Isabel Carrera, who is in lane 4, and Luke Krozak, who is in lane 6. So your finish will be Tyska, Carrera, and Krozak, 1, 2, and 3 here in the 100 breast at Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island. Okay, we have Josh and Felicia De Silva checking in. Hello, Josh and Felicia. Appreciate you joining us tonight. They're giving kudos to Brandon. Brandon has done a great job tonight. So, folks, this is going to be the last event of the night, which is the 400 free relay. So, there are 2 teams of boys and 2 teams of girls. I think they're going to run with the girls first. Nobody's lined up yet, so I will certainly let you know when that comes. And folks, I would ask, I'll take this opportunity to say I expect and hope to see you all back next week, next Friday, 7:30 for Mount Hope's swim meet. I don't know who Mount Hope is competing against, but I can tell you they will be here, as will I, to bring you the action live from Pod Swimming in East Providence. And then once again on February 5th from 7:30 to 9:30 approximately, we will be here as well. So we had a good turnout tonight so far with a high of 29 viewers. I think we can do better than that next week. So I would love to see us break that 40 or 50 mark. So I will make sure to get the YouTube link out to Miss Belial as early as I can this week for the meet on Friday. And please, I'm sure she will send it out to all of you, and you can forward it along to friends and family. We have a little break in the action here while we're preparing for the last event of the night, which is the 400 free relay. So I know Bristol Pride, I know Mount Hope, Warren, Bristol Pride, and I know we can do better than 30 people, which, by the way, is a very strong showing on the live stream. And to me, the fulfillment of this is really hearing that we have folks and grandparents in California, and we have other relatives in Colorado and all over who, you know, in a normal environment would not see this swim meet. So in a normal environment, this swim meet would be live, right? We would probably have a few parents in here. Pods is equipped to have parents in a non-pandemic type setting, but those long-distance relatives would not be able to see their loved ones swim. So I think one of the things that you're going to see come out of this pandemic in terms of local sports, in terms of not only club swimming, but high school swimming and other sports as well, is the live streaming aspect of it. Really very efficient to do and can extend the reach of the audience really to anywhere around the world. So we're still in a little bit of a break here as the swimmers take a little break from the action for the 400 free relay, which will be the last event of the night. And yes, Tomas, let's get the grandparents involved. Let's get everybody involved. We want to break. I'm going to challenge this group of Mount Hope friends, family, parents, grandparents. We need to break. I was going to say 50, right? So that's a little less than double what we had today. But we need to at least break 40 viewers next week on Friday. So a week from tonight, I'm throwing the challenge down to Mount Hope. We need to get more than 40 people onto this live stream, cheering on their friends, family, loved ones, all of that good stuff. These swimmers are extremely talented. They've had a great swim meet so far tonight, and it is wonderful to be able to get their talents out to a broader audience. So I will ask this on the live stream, and it's only because I'm unfamiliar. Does Mount Hope typically practice at the Roger Williams pool, or does Mount Hope have their own pool, which is maybe just currently closed right now? I'm sure someone will be able to answer that for me on the live stream. And if not, where does Mount Hope typically practice? Do they always practice here at Pods? I believe they do. I believe they do practice a ton at Pods here. I know head coach Adam Dutra is a Pods employee, and I can tell you with my daughter's high school and club teams using Pods exclusively right now while the Seekonk High School pool is under repairs and it has been closed for almost a year. Yep, Pods only now. So I am at Pods no less than 12 times in any given week with the shuttle from Seekonk to Pods with both of my daughters. So great facility here. Susan's done a great job. Looks like the relays are starting to make their way, and it is going to be the ladies first here. So this is the 400 free relay. There will be 2 entries from your Mount Hope Huskies. In lane 2 will be Dana Cobry, Alyssa Wheeler, Isabel Carrera, and Eva White. Your second entry will feature Annie Krizwicki, Laura Deal, Allison Devine, and Hope Tyson. So the swimmers are lining up. Again, this will be the final event of the night here from Pods Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island. It has been a fantastic meet. Once again, I would take a guess there's probably some freshmen on this team, and it will be their first high school meet, so we're happy to be able to bring that to you. I know there are, from the team pictures earlier in the night, I know there are quite a few seniors on the team, so this is also a special season for the seniors being able to have a season, right, and compete in these very challenging times and circumstances. So wonderful accomplishments out there. And if Christy is out there listening here, I would love to use this platform next Friday to, get a little more information about some of these senior swimmers out there to the audience. So if you or someone on the staff maybe has a bio of some of these senior swimmers and you'd like me to bring it to life on the air next Friday, I'd be happy to do so. Maybe talking about aspirations, plans after high school, whatever the case may be. I'd be happy to do that here on the broadcast. As you can see, the first relay team is lining up and the second relay team is lining up. So the first relay team will feature in lane 2, Dana Cobry, Alyssa Wheeler, Isabel Carrera, and Eva White. The second relay in lane 4 will feature Annie Krizwicki, Laura Deal, Allison Devine, and Hope Tyska. So those will be your 2 relays going head-to-head in this final event of the night, folks. We made it. The camera, which is a very newer camera, has survived the high temperatures in here. And we are about to wrap up. We will have Cobry in lane 2 and Krizwicki in lane 4, leading it off. This is the 400 women's free relay. Little bit of a twitch there by Cobry at the start. Officials' hands are not raised, so there was nothing called there, so that's good. Cobry and Krizwicki are just about neck and neck. It's going to be Cobry, though, who touches first. Again, this has been a lot of swimming for these young student athletes in a small amount of time without much of a warm down or warm up. So another thing that's typically very different about this environment than others, as you see Cobry maintaining about a body length lead over Krizwicki in the beginning here, is that after a typical swim meet or after every event, you will have either a warm down pool or the ability to swim at least 100 easy to flush that lactic acid out of your muscles. And it's just not the case here at Pods, right? Due to time constraints, the swimmers get a quick 25. So it's going to be Cobry handing it off to Alyssa Wheeler in lane 2. They're going to be in the lead. Krizwicki is going to hand off to Deal. As you see, Wheeler is in the water. Deal is in the water. They're swimming the second leg here of the 400 free relay. And it is the team of Cobry, Wheeler, Carrera, and White who are in first place right now out of lane 2. You see Alyssa Wheeler here and Laura Deal. Alyssa with that smooth freestyle stroke. Same with Laura Deal in lane 4. It is Alyssa touching first. She has about a 3-second lead. The relay team in lane 2 has about a 3 or 4 second lead over the team in lane 4, as Wheeler will finish up her leg of the 400 relay, and Wheeler's going to hand it off to Isabel Carrera. Carrera has been a very busy swimmer here tonight, swimming in multiple events. She's on the blocks. Wheeler with the touch. Carrera is in the water here for the 400 free, and we're going to show you the handoff here from Laura Deal to Allison Devine. Deal will touch. Devine is in the water here. So we're at our 3rd out of 4 swimmers here in the 400 free relay. And you see Isabel Carrera. She's about to finish her first 50. So Carrera continues to maintain her lead for the relay team out of lane 2. Going to bring you some action from Allison Devine here in lane 4, but let's go to that transition. Carrera will be handing it off to Eva White to swim the anchor of the 400 free relay. Let's see how smooth the transition is. We have a clean transition. Eva White is in the water here in lane 2. We're going to bring it back to lane 4 here for the transition from Allison Devine to Hope Teiska here. Teiska, again, a very busy night of swimming. Very active night here. But this relay has been all about Dana Cobry, Alyssa Wheeler, Isabel Carrera, and Eva White. As you see here, White beginning her final 50. We're going to pick up Hope Teiska here in lane 4 as well. She must be fatigued. She swam a lot of events in a very short period of time. She's going to hit the wall and turn for her final 50. But ladies and gentlemen, lane 2 will be Eva White closing it out here for the win. Impressive showing by the relay team of Dana Cobry, Alyssa Wheeler, Isabel Carrera, and Eva White. As Teiska hits the wall here, she's coming down. This is her final 25 of the night. She is going to be exhausted tonight. Big night of swimming. She'll touch the wall. So the team of Kraswicki, Deal, Devine, and Teiska will come in second. Your winners, Dana Cobry, Alyssa Wheeler, Isabel Carrera, and Eva White. And ladies and gentlemen, this will bring us to our final event of the night. Michelle Cummins checking in, telling me that her son Sean will be swimming his first ever meet next week. So see, that this is what really makes this type of environment very special. In a non-live streaming environment, Michelle, you'd have to hear about this from Sean when he comes home, but we'll bring this to you live next week as you see the boys lining up here for the final race of the night, the 400 free relay. So the first relay team will consist of Nick Marsili, Liam Reich, Ryan Patullo, and Jacob Perry. Second team will feature Brandon Nelson, Ben Harley, Aiden Panza, and Luke Prozac. So Marsili and Nelson will be the first in the pool here in the 400 free relay. Marsili in lane 2, Nelson in lane 4. This is the 400 free relay. Marsili and Nelson are in the pool. Brandon Nelson in lane 4, out to an early lead here. Knowing that this is the last race of the night, you know, these swimmers really don't have to hold back anything. So whatever they do have in the tank here, they can let it go. And it looks like Brandon Nelson is doing that as he has built a little more than a body length lead. Our Nick Marsili here in the opening leg of the 400 free relay from Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island. Marsili closing a little bit of ground here on this 75-yard leg of the 4 free relay. Let's see what happens here as Nelson will touch the wall about a second ahead of Marsili. So Nick Marsili has made up some of the time here. I think Nelson is going to hand it off to his teammate Ben Harley with the lead. So Liam Reich in lane 2 will have some catching up to do. Here's the transition here. Harley is in the water, as is Reich. It's again Ben Harley using that very tall frame and that long reach to extend out in the water. He's got about a body length lead on Reich. Reich is motoring along in lane 2, and Liam is having some goggle issues tonight. So if you remember during the 500 free, Liam's goggles, I think they came totally off, right? And he almost stopped to put them back on. His goggles are currently around his neck. So nothing worse for a swimmer than losing your goggles, but really showing some courage and perseverance here in lane 2, battling through it. Sometimes we'll see swimmers that will completely stop when they lose their goggles. And Liam has not stopped. He's battling through here. And Ben Harley, though, continues to be in the lead. Ben's going to hand it off to Aiden Panza in lane 4. Let's take a look at the transition here from Harley to Panza. It is a clean one. Aiden Panza is in the water. I'm going to show you Liam Reich finishing up here, and a great job by Liam as he hands it over to Ryan Patullo. Fantastic work by Liam. He loses his goggles. He doesn't let it stop him. He finishes his leg. Great job to Liam there. Bringing you back to the action here, we have lane 4, Aiden Panza, who the relay team in lane 4 continues to have a very strong lead on the team out of lane 2. So the anchor in lane 4 is going to be Luke Krozak coming up as you see Patullo make the turn here. So Patullo seems to be closing a little bit of ground on Panza, but the swimming of Brandon Nelson and Ben Harley has given Aiden Panza quite a big lead to protect. And as a relay swimmer, you just want to protect that lead, and he has done that. Aiden Panza is going to hand it off to Luke Krozak. He is in the pool for the anchor leg. Let's see if Jacob Perry is going to be able to catch him here. So Perry is in the water. Perry's facing about a 4 or 5 second deficit. So not unfathomable to think that he can catch up here, but Luke Krozak off to a solid first 25. But as you can see, folks, Perry has closed the gap here. So Krozak has about a body length and a half lead as they touch the wall and finish their 50s. Let's see what Perry can do here. Once again, he has narrowed the lead. Again, I think this is going to come down to the final 25 here. Jacob Perry in lane 2, Luke Krozak in lane 4 here. And it looks like Perry has taken the lead in lane 2. The relay team of Nelson, Harley, Panza, and Krozak had the lead the whole race. Jacob Perry on the final 50 here. It's going to be your team of Nick Marsili, Liam Reich, Ryan Patullo, and Jacob Perry who take it down here out of lane 2. Fantastic comeback. And folks, that just goes to show you never know what is going to happen in a relay. Well, folks, that's going to conclude our events here from Pod Swimming in East Providence. It was my pleasure to bring this event to you tonight. Once again, we will be back next Friday, so a week from tonight, for Mount Hope's second swim meet. And then we will be back again with you on Friday, February 5th. So once again, we really appreciate all of you taking the time to join us. If you did enjoy the broadcast tonight, please make it known. Let your coaches, let Miss Belial, the athletic director, know that you enjoyed the broadcast and that it was great to have. It was my pleasure to be able to bring this to you. So once again, from Pod Swimming in East Providence, Rhode Island on this beautiful Friday night, this is Jeremy Abreu signing off. I look forward to the next meet a week from this Friday. Have a great weekend, folks. Take care.
Try tomorrow like this. I hear this. Save your number. I'm like, it might suck.